Hello folks, welcome back again to the channel. It is all about racing. We're glad to have you. In this episode, we're going to take a look at another Mad Panda Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo. This one was the winner of the Silver Class, the 24 Hours of Spa in 2021. As this is a Spark model, it is a resin sealed model, and to my knowledge, it doesn't roll. There are no moving parts. It is mounted on a cream wooden painted base, the Belgian logo on one side, and with the information about the limited edition number of it on the bottom side, which we'll take a look at in a moment. It also comes with an acrylic jewel cover and an outer box that you can see here. The box, like the base, is adorned with a Belgian flag, as this is part of the Spa collection. On the back of the box, you also have the Belgian flag as well. So let's get back to the car, take a look at the car, and look at this amazing thing in absolute gorgeous detail. If you're familiar with my other Mad Panda car, we'll go up here real quickly and take a look at it. There is a number 90 car from 2020, and that has one Mad Panda on the roof and a couple on the sides of it. On this car, you have got Mad Pandas everywhere. It is Mad Panda gone absolutely berserking nuts. So if you can't have enough of Mad Panda, well, this is the car for you. It is absolutely gorgeously detailed, as you would expect from a Spark model. I mean, take a look at those wheels. They're black. You can clearly see the rotor in the background, the brake calipers. You've got the red center lugs, and you have got red paint along the spokes that show where the air valve is located, so it's easy to find when they're doing pit stops. Same as repeated in the rear. You've got the exhaust port tip there, as well as the bronze exhaust that is perforated I believe that is to reduce the heat on that. Imagine how hot that thing gets when it's racing. The cabin is beautifully surrounded in carbon. It is very, very difficult to see cabin details from the exterior, as they are, as this cabin is somewhat reflective, and of course it's a tinted window. I mean, you look here and you can see the net, you can see the seat, and that is about it. You've got a little bit more detail from the passenger side. I don't know why, it's just the way it is. But you can just see this thing is just covered with Mad Pandas everywhere you look at it. It's Mad Panda here, Mad Panda there. I'm going to turn this around. We'll take a look at it from the front for a moment. Beautiful car. I just think the Mercedes AMG is kind of timeless. Kind of reminds me of the C3 Corvette with the big, long front end. And there again, you see the Belgian flag on the base, and a good look at the grille of the car, which is also painted black as far, well, the grille is not, but the Mercedes logo is blacked out on it. You've got the nice big carbon fiber dive planes on the side there. And as you roll on up the hood, as you do with every Mercedes, the radiator is right up front, and they've got a big old fan on it right there, and you can clearly see that as they do that in beautiful detail. As you take a look on the inside here, you can see a little bit more of the interior, but I think what's most relevant in there is the fact that the names of all the drivers on the dashboard, as well as the Mad Panda number 90. I would assume that is for the benefit of the inboard camera in the car. And of course, you have the Fanatec banner across the windshield, tear tabs on the right of it. You've got the leader lights on the left, and if you take a careful look at the roof of the car, you've got 3 aerials on there. It says Mad Panda Motorsport with one big massive Mad Panda on there, just as you have on the regular car. It's just surrounded by a whole bunch of Mad Pandas everywhere else. The louvers on the front fenders are kind of hard to see there with all the Mad Pandas, but they are there. And as we go along to the passenger side, the one thing that you will notice there that they had to do because of all these Mad Pandas on this doggone thing is they had to put an orange circle around where the air jack is so the mechanics could find it. Because you can imagine trying to look for that when that car stops. And then you've got this livery that's about turning your eyes, backwards, I guess, so to speak. Pardon my dog in the background. You can probably hear him barking there. Anyhow, now we'll take a look at the interior, and you can see a little bit more of the interior of the car. There's a center console that's visible. You can see the nets on the passenger side there, as well as some of the frame details. Again, you have the copper exhaust on this side. Notice that the lug nuts on this side are green, as well as the tape that is wrapped around the spokes to find that air valve. And now we'll take a look at the back of the car. This does have an open engine, or not an engine cover, but a rear windscreen on the car. There's no engine back there, it's up front. You can't see much in there. The fuel tank is barely visible, if at all. I don't even know why they bother with it, to be honest with you. But it is there. Notice that massive carbon fiber rear wing. Eat, sleep, repeat. I love it. And what's really cool on the back here, you can see the Mad Panda munching on some, I don't know what he's munching on there. Munching on something, anyhow. He's hungry. I guess he's eating. They did a really nice job, as Spark always does, with the rear tail lights always being plastic and nicely replicated. I wish they did the same thing on Sparky 164. It really pisses me off that they don't, and they just paint it. It's just a poor excuse. Mercedes logo is visible there, number 90, Silver Driver. Look at that massive carbon rear diffuser on the bottom of it. And notice how Mercedes has it. It blends into the literally to the frame of the car, so it doesn't stick out like it does on the Corvette and the Porsche. I think it's kind of cool. Got a rear tow hook right there. Very, 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 very nicely done. This is also a limited edition. I mentioned that this is 135 out of 300. So folks, if you want to get a really cool car that's gorgeous, that is limited edition. Remember, I told you this in one of my videos about collecting limited edition cars. Any Spark car that is not a part, and I repeat, is not a part of their 24 Hours of Le Mans collection, is a limited edition car. Anything that is not a part of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. There are a couple exceptions, but they are rare. But I can tell you, any car that you buy that is a part of the Spa collection, a part of the Nürburgring collection, a part of the Abu Dhabi collection, a part of the 24 Hours of Daytona, and I hope they bring the 24 or the 12 Hours of Sebring in there one of these days into those cars. Those are all limited edition cars. They all are. So there you have it. That ends this review of this Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo from the folks at Mad Panda Motorsports. Thanks for viewing. See ya.